Frank the Ghost Martin comes out and reacts to the accusations of him ducking Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, that's right. Frank the Ghost Martin comes out and finally reacts. After a whole day of him getting slandered by the boxing community, Frank finally reacts. To be quite frank, no pun intended, he says, I ain't ducked shit. So Frank Martin, I don't know how could he, like, what is the reasoning behind this, right? Because like I said before, when you look at his previous fights, this is the fight before last. He was the B-side in this fight, and he got 75K. Shakur Stevenson fight, he was alleged to be making $1 million, right? In excess of $1 million for the fight. Now, one thing that could be a problem with that, right? And this is something that fans aren't really talking about, is the fact that Errol Spence is this guy's promoter. So one would imagine if Errol Spence is getting a certain percentage, and then he got to pay his manager, he got to pay Derek James, he got to pay this guy, Frank Martin probably only, and then he got to pay taxes too, right? So he'll probably only be left with what, 200,000, maybe $3 or some, maybe even less than that, right? So yeah, that could be the case, you guys, in this situation. Or if he ain't really ducking shit, right? He could be possibly making a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. That's something that I'm not really, I'll hold my breath on that one, right? I'll have to see it to believe it. But yeah, man, Frank gotta answer. He gotta give an explanation. A lot of boxing fans is throwing Frank through the ringer right now. You know, boxing fans was excited to see the matchup between him and Shakur Stevenson. And fortunately for him, though, a lot of people still don't like Shakur Stevenson. A lot of people still tried to find a way to blame this on Shakur Stevenson. I mean, he's the #1 guy in the weight in the division right now, right? #1 in the sanction body. He was going to be fighting for a vacant title. They tried to put a fight together, purse bid, between him and Frank Martin said, nah, man, I'm not interested. After canceling the purse bid, after the purse bid got canceled, right, the fight got agreed upon. Next thing we know, the fight's not happening. So I'm not sure what the hell is going on with this. You know, like I said, Frank Martin, he got an explanation. You know, whenever they get a camera in his face, somebody's definitely going to ask him about what happened with the fight with Shakur Stevenson, right? Somebody's definitely going to ask him what happened. And this guy says, how could Shakur getting criticized like he the one? That's what I'm saying. Shakur gets criticized. And I know Shakur makes some mistakes sometime on social media, says some crazy stuff. But where everybody at? Edwin De Los Santos, as of me making this video, Edwin De Los Santos hasn't said nothing in regards to fighting Shakur Stevenson. Right? I'm sure he heard the news just like everybody else, because once he heard the news of the Frank Martin fight getting announced, and then that's when he getting out of the car talking about, I'm in your house and all this other shit. But now that the fight with Frank fell through, where's the Edwin De Los Santos? I don't know. Maybe we got to wait till Monday. Maybe he's off on the weekends. We go wait and see. But Shakur Stevenson, man, he says the media is sick. They make up rumors just to protect certain fighters' image. What are y'all even talking about? That man ain't pull out to fight nobody else. Right? So who did he pull out to fight? What did he, like, what was the reason behind Frank Martin pulling out of this fight? Ain't no telling. I think Frank's going to have to give an explanation. I think he'll give one relatively soon, because he's going to have to. People are going to put that camera in his face, and they want to know what happened with the fight with Shakur Stevenson. So yeah, man, Frank Martin reacts to, you know, everybody coming for him. He said he ain't dug shit, but he ain't giving no explanation why. So yeah, whatever the case, man, I look at it like this, man. Whatever the reason why, how many more opportunities like this is Frank Martin going to get? He's closer to 30 than he is to 20. And as far as the popularity points, he's lagging behind a lot of the other top lightweights, right? He's not the most popular lightweight. However, he finds himself at the top of the division. It's an opportunity to fight Shakur Stevenson. Very, very, very tough fight. However, it was an opportunity. How many more are you going to get this way, right? It's not like you a guy who can maneuver through boxing without collecting titles like Gervonta Tank Davis. Nah, that's not the story for Frank Martin. Frank Martin is a fighter who really his popularity is because of he is a fighter under Errol Spence Jr. So yeah, I'm not sure what Frank is doing here. He said he ain't ducking shit. Maybe he got something else behind the scenes cooking up. Maybe it's the fight with Tank Davis that people claim is the reason why he ain't fighting Shakur Stevenson. But whatever the reason, he ain't fighting Shakur Stevenson. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.